Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault, and today we have a monster review. And today we're going to take a look at the Slithering Tracker. Now, this weird sounding creature is from the original monster manual for use with basic Dungeons and Dragons and advanced Dungeons and Dragons, what's typically called 1E today. Like I said, the old stuff. And today we're going to take a deeper look at the Slithering Tracker. Slithering Tracker. What a great name, huh? No, not really. It's another one of these names that is maybe not as bad as some of the other ones they made up for the game, but they could have come up with something more interesting than this. The Slithering Tracker is not a large creature. It's small. It's only about 2.5 feet long. Like I said, it's 5 armor class, 5 hit dice. And it really doesn't have any attacks, so to speak, in terms of physical damage attacks. But yet, it is a very dangerous creature. It is only able to be spotted about 5% of the time. It's transparent, so it's like a 2.5 foot long transparent blob. Now, this blob, if it spots a potential victim, is highly unlikely to attack. Only about 10% of the time do they actually attack. What they would rather do is wait until you are, laying asleep somewhere, and then it'll attack. Now, with this blobby shape and small, it can squish itself down, it can filter itself through small holes underneath the crack of a door, this kind of stuff. It's very persistent. But once it finally does attack its victim, it touches them and starts to paralyze them. It secretes enzymes from inside of its body, and if the paralyzation works, and of course you get a saving throw, if the paralyzation works, it will consume the body, suck out all the good stuff, using, of course, the enzymes to break everything down, and it'll take place over 6 turns. So if this starts when somebody goes to sleep, by the time everyone else wakes up, this guy wakes up dead. Yuck. Pretty nasty. Now, in terms of damage, oh no, you can damage it. It doesn't have any special resistance to magic or weapons. It's more the difficulty in seeing it and knowing that it's there. The best chance for that is going to occur on a failed attack, because it's so difficult to spot. And that's pretty nasty. It does not have any specific preference for humans or anything like that. It'll go after anybody in an adventuring party. That makes us dwarves sad. And of course, dwarves, have we had any interaction with slithering trackers? Yeah. Unfortunately, we have. Dwarves tend to like to be on guard, so even when they sleep, they tend to sleep closer to like doors and entryways. And, well, unfortunately, these things tend to go after the first thing they come after when they come in, or whoever they've been tracking. Now, the encounters that dwarves have had with this, it's a mixed bag. If they wake up in time, no problem. If they don't wake up in time, well, one less dwarf at the next party. It's going to happen. We don't like these, and certainly there's certain things that you can do to make them go away. Fire, they don't like fire. There are things that can keep them away if you're careful as a adventuring party. And the other is if something happens, knowing what it is that attacks you so you can take the proper action. But dwarves and slithering trackers don't get along very well, and certainly if we know about them, we're going to do everything we can to eradicate them. Fire. I like fire. Of course, the gaming world is a little bit different, and we went out to the greater Hornhelm community and asked the dungeon masters and the players, hey, what about the slithering tracker? DMs like this. It's a great thing to have in a adventure that really doesn't take any maintenance or much work from the DM side. It picks out its victim and away it goes, and either it's successful or it's not. And that always takes place at night, virtually, when they're taking a long rest. Cool stuff. And they said, hey, we like this. Even though it's a 5 hit dice creature, it's not very strong, and we really can only rank it as about a 4. I actually thought that was pretty fair. Even though it has more hit dice, it's not that strong of a creature. Of course, then we went to the greater Hornhelm community, the players, and said, well, what about you guys? What do you think of the Slithering Tracker? They didn't like it, but they didn't think it was that powerful. And surprisingly enough, also came back and said a 4. Didn't get much wiggle on this one. Everybody was like, yeah, no, it's a 4. Okay. Not going to argue. I've used them before myself. I think they're a lot of fun because they tend to be the kind of creature that people forget about. They don't remember that something like this exists until it's attacked them. Slithering Trackers, of course, do not get a lot of airplay in terms of in adventures and so forth. And that helps keep them under the radar in terms of creatures that your adventuring party will understand and know about. So they can be fun to use. I think the Slithering Tracker is one that I'm going to have to use again soon. No two ways about it. It's just too much fun and nastiness involved. So that, my friends, is the Slithering Tracker. We hope you found today's presentation to be interesting, amusing, educational, all that kind of good stuff. If not, well, we'll stick a Slithering Tracker on you. Ha ha! Any case, if you did, please be so kind as to drop us a like, consider subscribing if you haven't, share it with your friends, leave us a comment. But most of all, come back and see us again real soon. We thank you so very much for your very kind support. Take care, everyone, and remember, dwarves rock!